Hey, what's up? Lightbolt Joe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2022 film One Up. So it's the number one and the word up, 1UP, One Up. Uh, Ruby Rose is in this. Paris Belek is in this. Belek? Paris Barelk. I can never say her name correct. Taylor Zucar Perez is in this. I'm obsessed with Taylor. He's incredible. So this film should have been incredible because the three of them are in it, right? And I do this thing, and I say this quite frequently actually, that I watch projects because of the talent that's in it. And when I watched the trailer for this, I was like, okay, all right, it's a new take on college competitions. You know, esport is everywhere. Competitive video gaming is everywhere, within the collegiate level, within the high school level, within the college level. No, I said that. High school, college, professional. There. Okay, so I mixed it up. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and I'm glad it's getting its recognition finally, as opposed to 10 years ago when it was just starting, and then 10 years from now it's going to be quite right there with physical sports. So it's good in theory. It's very good in theory. The plot was good in theory, just it was executed horrendously. So you have this esports team called the Betas at this college, mixed males and females. And Taylor plays this really douche of a character who, it's interesting watching him play a not nice person compared to watching him play nice people. So he's a great actor because you don't like him when you're watching the character and you're like, haha, that's talent. If I don't like you when I'm watching you, that means you're doing your job right, which is great. But the females are basically ousted out of the group. So it's now an all-male group. And the females have a scholarship to, the two girls have a scholarship to this university specifically for esports. So if they're not on the team, then the scholarship is revoked. So they create their own team called the 8-Bits. But then the school decides that only one team can be for the next semester. So whoever wins the big national championship is going to get the scholarship, is going to get the funding, is going to be allowed to stay as a group. So while that's going on, different competitions, team building, and Ruby Rose plays this teacher who was this ex-video game designer who winds up being their coach. And then they all get to the championships, and then there's the final battle at the end, and the girls win, and yay, hurrah, right after the whole swatted situation. They used some real-life stuff within the gaming aspect, which was fine, but I feel like stuff wasn't used appropriately. I'm not a big gamer. I don't stream. I don't Twitch, so I don't know everything, but I have a lot of friends who do so, and I know certain aspects of it. The dialogue was so cringe through majority of this film. This is what, an hour and 40 minutes long. It's so cringe listening to certain conversations. You're like, and it was what really pissed me off royally was this movie was trying to be Pitch Perfect, but the video game version of it. I was like, brah, no. You have this character in this who's trying to be the fat Amy character of Pitch Perfect. You have the character of Lily as the character of Lily. And I'm like, you literally did this on purpose. And there's no originality to it. And it was frustrating because I'm waiting for them to break out in song. And there is no song. It's just them playing video games. I also didn't like the canned burping, which was odd. Like the just standard burping sound you could just find on YouTube and press the space bar and it'll just play. I didn't like it. Have a character burp. I also didn't like the final competition at the end was just these CGI people jumping up and down in the audience, but like it was the same jump up, jump down, jump up, jump down. So it was just like a very quick 1-second loop, and I was like, I see that it's fake. It's not. I don't know. It didn't give that full college kind of film to it. Like in Pitch Perfect, there's always like people in the hallways, people in the classrooms, people doing this, people doing that. In the Neighbors Sorority Row, right? The sequel to The Neighborhood. That had a lot of like college stuff too. It was these girls trying to make their own sorority. In Pitch Perfect, it was these girls trying to uplift and do better. Well, the Becca character and the Fat Amy character were trying to uplift and do better for the Bellas, and then the stories continue on as the story progresses. But those with like ensemble groups and like tons of people like around, like giving a true immersive college experience, right? This didn't. You had like 10 people in a class, and then there was no one in halls when other characters were in halls. And there was no one on the yard, on the lawn when characters are walking down the steps and stuff. It was just creepy. It was it literally felt like it was obviously it was filmed, on an off season, like, when the semester in between semester end and semester start, but like that's why you film during a semester, that way you have the background. I don't know. I just didn't like how it was brought together, and it was annoying. I was annoyed. I couldn't get into it because I was just so annoyed, and it's unfortunate because it was a really great concept. It was just not executed appropriately. But you win some, you lose some. On to the next review. Which mahalo.